All right, go for yours,
All right.
Franz.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Simarth, and I'm joined here by.
Oh, I thought you were
Guys.
going to keep talking.
Oh well, this is we're just working with this live. We'll see how this
Yeah,
works out.
we're no planning with this one. I've got the rules document up here because I haven't gone over it yet. For those who are unaware, which I'm guessing is everyone, this is going to be a glitchless logic co-op 2v2 race. However, they have decided that they will be requiring all dungeons to access Ganon's castle. They won't be accessing it early. And all glitches besides any item manipulation or wrong warping tricks and ISG are banned. They've agreed not to do those. Everything else is fair game though. So you're going to see something a little different than what you're used to, I guess. All four of these guys are very good at the game, so it'll be a good watch.
So the strange thing there with ISG on OT3D is that in Randomizer, ISG has been repatched in. It is now available. However, for this race, we will not be seeing it.
I guess we should also say that on one team, I guess one of the main developers is on each team. GameStable and Jim were the two people who started working on this and did most of the development for this since about, what is it? Has it been a year and a half since this started being worked on? I think so. The release was about half a year ago, though. Well, it looks like they're getting ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, so this is a relatively new randomizer, so yeah, like was mentioned, rules are still being decided for races, so this will be,
oh god, they've got the random music on some of them. Good lord.
Oh no.
So it looks like Ben and Fox are being the designated note takers for the beginning. Oh, never mind, Jim is also doing the same. Or are the notes separate for child and adult? Is that how that works?
The notes, I guess, look like they're listing all the medallions and stones on this.
Also, yeah,
neither of us know how this.
I forgot to mention that the OT3 randomizer supports shuffling the medallions and stones into the item pool. That's one of the 3D exclusive randomizer features. The randomizer app for this game is really awesome. It runs as a 3DS app and creates a Luma patch file on your system, which patches the game during boot. Meaning you don't have to generate any ROMs or anything like that in order to play this. All you need is a retail copy, either physical or digital, and just a soft-modded 3DS where you can place the patch. Meaning you can generate on the go with no internet required. And looks like bomb chews are already a thing.
Yeah, bomb chews are already a thing, and it looks like we had in Bomb Chew Shop their magic and light arrows that with requiring wallets, so actually I think both, or at least one was requiring a giant's wallet, so...
Yeah, it looks like the magic required the wallet. Or two, sorry. I've actually never commentated a OT/OT3D randomizer before, so watching four at once is a little rough.
Yeah,
I've only ever commentated Echo's races for randos.
I don't do commentary that much for random races, so yeah. I'm getting used to it here. Interesting to see that both Fox and GameStable are both child here. All on
instead of splitting it up.
Yeah.
So For some context, Fox and Games Table did one practice playthrough last night, and I think Ben and Jim did one offline together this morning or early this afternoon. I wasn't actually aware that they played it all until a few minutes ago when they told me. But the teams for this were only decided like 2 days ago, so didn't give themselves that much time to prepare with the teammate.
Outside against Castle Foolish. Who would have thought? Okay, Fox and GameStop are both going to be grabbing Zelda? Alright.
Do you wanna split up the viewing? You watch the left, I watch the right.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, there's a lot of items in this shop too. Mirror Shield, Fire Arrows, and the Emerald.
Yeah.
Looks like there was a quiver there too. Outside.
Yeah, I don't know if that was sold out or something else.
There's a bottle in there too, wow. Whenever I played this, I never saw this many things placed in shops, but like, I never played with logic, so I suppose that makes sense.
Unfortunately, the fast text makes it so it's kind of hard to see what songs are sometimes. The ocarinas are colored based on the instead of song notes, they're ocarinas in OT 3D randomizer. But yeah, it was a purple song. Was it Nocturne? Was it Storms?
Yeah, unfortunately, if I remember correctly, the
Storms. It was Storms. Okay.
The colored note icons were removed internally in this game, so the Ocarina model was just decided on being the best alternative. So Ben did something interesting there. He used C up to get a side hop to avoid talking to that guy. In OT, you could pause the game and buffer a side hop that way to prevent talking, but that doesn't work in this game, so that's why he used C up. And there's double defense.
So this is a co-op race, not a multi-world, so there would be no item sharing between the worlds, but yeah. Not sure OT 3DR will adopt the double defense notation.
Probably not. Kind of not funny. Oh, Ben's doing the C up strat to see what this has from here. That looked like big money. Ooh, Jim breaking a stick. Failing this jump here. I'm actually not sure if the Dampe, like, 2 rewards at once was implemented in this yet.
Yeah, same.
I remember it not being a thing the last time I played. Oh, Freddy? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to hear that Freddy did that. Shoutouts to Hylia and Freddy for implementing a lot of really cool miscellaneous features to the randomizer.
Game stable finding the wall here.
As a novice programmer, it was pretty impressive.
Am I good to read a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, awesome. We got a $50 donation from ShadowShine57, putting us over $8,500. Shoutouts to you, saying this randomizer is really cool and good. Everyone who works on it must be very smart and also attractive. Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, this randomizer is pretty cool. It's nice to see how much development there was for it when it launched. How many people were interested in making valuable contributions. Like Shadowshine, Freddy, like I mentioned, lots of other people. Racing it is kind of tough just because of the whole capture situation, but it itself is very fun to play. It has a lot of really nice, unique features, like the medallion stone shuffle that we talked about earlier. Also, OT3D is just a way better game than OT. Sorry, Cymarth.
Wow. I'm just going to ignore that comment and note that another wallet is in Shadow Temple. Do you know if there's the Tycoon's wallet in this?
It does exist, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so there's one wallet's in Shadow Temple then, and one's in Mido's house. It's
I remember reading about that being added. Is that a bomb bag that Jim found? Mido's house?
I thought that was wallet because
Oh,
Jim's got
wallet,
200
okay.
rupees.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was kind of small. I didn't see the text because, it gets cleared immediately.
Yeah.
Instantly.
So one thing here to note here for like routing differences between OT 3D and regular is that all four people are child right now, and this might be kind of weird, but unfortunately, gaining access to songs like at Minuet is a bit more difficult in this game. We can't just backflip over Mido, so there's not as many checks you can go and do as adult without any items.
That backflip is accounted for as a trick that people usually play on during OT races, right?
Yeah,
is it?
definitely.
Okay, because since that's not available in this logically, they do have access to it now with bombs.
Yep. Well,
because you could do and a shield, I suppose. That's all you need to do to get around Mido with a glitch that they have agreed they're allowed to use. It just won't be useful logically at the time.
Yep. Yeah, GTG foolish. All right.
Unfortunate. That's like my favorite place.
There's actually a lot to kind of show for OT 3D specific stuff there. It's
Yeah, you don't even have to learn how to weird shot.
Yo, there's fire.
There's Fire Medallion. I didn't see which grotto Fox entered here. Was it Lost Woods?
This is, I think, by SFM.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That means Ben will find it shortly as well. Or so that's Jim. Jim's on the bottom.
Yeah, good luck to the trackers here for randomly getting medallions in Overworld.
Yeah, good luck with that one. Desert Colossus has something useful. I do wonder where they're going to go next after clearing a bunch of child stuff, though.
Yeah, I mean,
They have
so
they have a few things already.
Yeah, they have Bomb Shoes already. They know Bomb of the Well has a medallion, so it's a question of if they're gonna look for ZL first or not.
If it was me, I'd probably just hop on in there without ZL, even though this game
Fox
doesn't have a.
Fox picking up a letter, so I guess he still needs ZL though in this game. So another routing difference here. Getting past the waterfall in Zora River cannot be done with just a chicken. You need to have ZL or have a scale to go from Hylia. And Fountain's foolish, you know. Wait, what is Test of the Wilds?
No idea. I have never ever played with non-direct hints. Never, not once.
Heck, yo. Oh.
Test of
Forest
the
Trial.
Wilds is Forest Trial?
I'll believe that.
Sure. Alright. I suppose that makes sense. They say the funky monkeys can be found on Friday. God bless.
That's a Colossus way of the hero.
Yep, that's what that said. I saw it read on Team Ben and Jim earlier.
Yeah, nice.
There's that fire medallion, so that's obtained as well. Because I don't think Ben... I think Ben did go there earlier. Game stabled not using Jim not using a Deku Nut to blow up the Chew. Gonna tisk tisk at that one right there. Come on, homie. This grotto here that Jim's in right now is his favorite area in the entire game. It's a good example of an area that was redesigned very well. So is the room that has iron boots normally. if they end up having to go there for a song or something, you'll see it. It looks very nice.
Open Fox and GameStable checking the same grotto at the exact same time. They're on the same team.
Definitely are on the same team. They're allowed to go in different directions. Maybe we'll have a conversation with them about this later. I don't like the way Young Link rolls in this. You know, I have started speedrunning Ocarina of Time 3D. How long ago? 6 years ago? Yeah, 7 years ago. I think I have seen that post made about 100 times. Probably more. Like, actually. No over exaggeration there. What is with you? He rolls fine. He rolls realistically. You don't want to roll right over your neck. You want to roll over your shoulder. He looks fine. You're just not used to it. That means you gotta play this game more. It is better, after all. Fox, you gotta grab the token. There you go. trying to roll under it.
Alright, I stopped paying attention for 5 seconds. Why is game stable in... Oh, shut dungeons are randomized. Alright, that's good to know.
Yeah, I also have never played with this setting before, so it is throwing me off a little bit. Not gonna lie. We were having a conversation about this earlier, like, oh, they can just go to bottom of the well.
Yeah, well...
It doesn't work that way. Jim, do not die. Spirit Temple has Din's Fire. Okay, interesting. Jim deciding to not grab the Skulltula token there. Doesn't need it. Doesn't want to risk dying.
Yep.
What, Ben? You're just not gonna pick up the Shart of Agony? Excuse me? This is so sad. The second explosive prize. I'm assuming that's a Bombshoe Bowling prize?
Yep.
I didn't know that was pointed to with a hint.
I'm not too sure what the hint settings are for this game. It's
Yeah, me neither. I have not played this since... Okay, that's not true. I have played it with hints, but only for like 2 hours. I have not played this as much as I probably should have. I did like a lot of testing for this before it was public, but that was in a pretty different state than it was here. There's a lot of extra features that I'm not used to at all. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Ben was already at Lake Hylia earlier. Oh no, he wasn't. That was the triple scrub grotto and Lon Lon Ranch. Never mind. He has not been here yet.
Yep.
And Ben is a little confused right now on what he wants to do next.
So this Shard of Agony in 3D will have, I believe, just an icon appear on your screen.
Yeah, it's an icon on the top left of the top screen, I think. It might be top right. It might even be bottom left. I have no idea. And it will flash and make a little noise whenever you would normally trigger the rumble. Jim, come on, bomb the rocks. Because this game is literally just a ported N64 game with nice graphics, the collision of things like bombs on rocks still isn't perfect, so blowing those up can be kind of jank still. Although the collision system in this game is improved, especially the sword. The sword is so much better in this game. It's much more accurate to the visual of the sword. Wonder why Jim decided to equip the Hylian shield? Is there a reason you would ever just equip it if you didn't have a shield on?
I guess you can...
General shield dropping?
I mean, casually you would go and, shield the boulders there, but I can't imagine Jim doing that here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he equipped it. Maybe we'll find out soon.
Alright, game
Floating out in the lava does not burn your Deku shield. Did he have a Deku shield equipped on his back? Am I blind? I thought he didn't have one.
Didn't think Jim
I don't think Jim has a Deku shield.
Alright, so Games Table now has ZL, well, I guess the storms doesn't matter anymore, but, like, it's very famous now for Bomb of the Well when we finally can go and get there now.
Mm-hmm.
Just picking up all the songs
there's the
here.
Goron Ruby, too. It was on my favorite Deku Scrub in the entire game. Shoutouts to our good friend Lion Cash for forgetting that one time. And making a good memory in the process. Fun fact about the room that GameStable's in right now. In OT3D, they decided to add a door after entering the grotto to reach the room with the keys. I'm not really sure why. If I had to guess, it was to prevent the keys from potentially flying up to where the exit is, to potentially make killing them easier. And in doing so, because they changed that open overhang into a door, they also moved that keys to the left side of the room. So the strats that you do in that room are slightly different, optimally. It is very funny, though, that there's just a door here now. Ben has opted to save warp instead of taking the owl. Perhaps there's something he wants to do in the forest.
I don't believe this is closed forest, unless
It's open.
It's open, so...
It's open, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused on that myself. There's definitely a lot of checks there, but I guess to be the main thing here is these are shuffle dungeons, so who knows what dungeon that is.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was already walked into, wasn't it? Deku Tree? I could have sworn that they were walking around reading the hints on Ben and Jim's team.
Oh yeah,
I think
they
it was
were.
Spirit Temple.
Oh,
yeah,
Spirit Temple.
because
That's
I remember,
what it was.
I remember it was Game Stable who was walking around and doing stuff at Spirit
Yeah.
Temple.
I
Here's
think
Jim
I
doing
ma-
a forward extended super slide. There's no Deku shield.
I think I saw Spirit Temple at one point and didn't realize that dungeons were shuffled yet, so I just thought someone had Requiem.
No, Requiem was definitely in the
In its sentence, yeah.
the grave, yeah.
Yeah.
Dungeon Shuffle is a wacky setting, for sure. Alright, yeah. Here Ben's gonna do Spirit Temple now. I think Game Stable already cleared all this stuff without the key, and I'm pretty sure he didn't find anything useful. Oh, and there's the Hookshot. Where was this?
Yeah.
Sora's River? The Storm's Grotto, I think.
Believe it.
That's gonna be pretty important.
Definitely one of the more easily forgotten grottos for scrubs.
Yeah, that one we
and
always
the
have
one-
to remind people of when we're playing. I have a feeling
that
that Ben
one,
will be
Ellie.
making his way to that after leaving this dungeon.
Sure.
Ben, you have bomb shoes. You don't have to use the slingshot.
But you can.
Well, you can, yeah.
Oh, Game Stable has found strength in the Sun Song Grave.
Do you remember which song was Sun Song?
Sun Song would have been...
Was it
I saw-
Requiem? Or sorry, wait, no, they didn't
Oh,
check Requiem yet.
Storm-
I remember
Storms, yeah.
The Storms, okay.
Yeah.
So then
Yes, that
neither
was
Jim
recent
nor
found.
Ben would have gone to it yet. Okay. But I guess Storms having suns and then going to the graveyard syncs up pretty well, so it'll be something that we find.
Yeah, that looks like it's probably the way of the hero for Grave then. Wait,
There's the super cheap Kokiri Emerald.
I didn't realize I was 25 the first time I saw that. What the
Yeah, I
heck?
didn't see it either.
Yeah, the shops
They're
in
doing,
this
they're doing 4 items per shop, right? There wasn't
Yeah.
anything on the right side? Okay. I couldn't see.
Yeah, they're shuffled between the default shop items, but that's it. No special items on the side.
Yeah. Shadowshine is right on how fishing works in the randomizer, and fishing works in this game exactly the same in the vanilla game as it does in vanilla OT. Someone asked, so maybe I should answer. There is an adult fishing cheese strat that only works in this game because you can use restricted items to pull out bombs, and then if you get hit by a bomb when you have the rod cast, you can start moving around freely. So if you use iron boots to use those bombs and then put on the iron boots, you can cast the rod and move around with the iron boots and catch a fish and just run straight into it with iron boots to catch it. It's very funny.
I believe the way of the hero was ported from original OT Rando. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty
if
sure
we
that's how
overlap.
Jim did it, yeah. I think he just ported
Yeah.
it directly over.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, strength and something else. Okay, there was a hint for that. Makes sense. What was the song there? It's almost Requiem. I mean, that's... Well,
Game Stable doing DC without Hookshot is unfortunate.
Bombay was probably the way of the hero for Goron City. That was... Well, actually, that was behind explosives, so... Or maybe it was implied hammer before.
Yeah, maybe. Bomb shoes
Or strength,
are
yeah.
not in logic for this randomizer. And they're also no drops. They didn't enable that. Jim is deciding to go to a forest temple real quick.
Nice game.
Wait, did Jim enter Forest Temple to set it to noon? Is that the only reason he went in there?
Probably just to check to see what the dungeon was.
Oh yeah, I guess it wouldn't... Would it? Does... Actually, I never tested this. So, in this game, whenever you enter the Forest Temple entrance scene in regular quest, not Master Quest, the game sets it to noon. In OT3D. I don't know if it's upon, like if you shuffle the dungeon entrance, I don't know if it's entering from Sacred Forest Meadow or like entering the true Forest Temple that does it. I never tested that. Yeah, the reason they did that though is because they changed the lighting in the exterior courtyards. They added like some minor bloom elements or whatever, and I guess they just didn't want to do the same thing for nighttime scenes, so if you enter Forest Temple, they just set it to noon. There's just an extra snippet of code that does it. And what's funny is it doesn't do that if you Fura's Wind into Forest Temple. So if you place Fura's Wind in and then leave, set it to night, and warp back in, if you go to the courtyard, you'll see the dark night sky, but the lighting will be as if it was still day. So it looks really goofy.
Hey, mind if I jump in here for a second?
Sure.
Cool. So just wanted to remind everybody that we are doing a charity drive for Pank 1. So if you're enjoying what you're watching and want to help out a good cause, please feel free to donate what you can. We do have 2 more incentives in our bid wars. One of them is for a they're both for the Majora's Mask run that's ending off this drive. One incentive is for a blindfolded fight with Majora's Mask at the end of the game, and another is for the file name selection. Pulling this up real fast. For the blindfolded fight, we are at $828 out of a goal of $1,800. So we're about $1,000 away from making that happen. And for the file names, we have 2 options at the moment. One is My Dude, leading with $75, and the other is Trez to Bed with $25. But if you donate to that incentive, you are free to choose one of those or even make up your own to get another contender in there. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you've been enjoying it, and back to the commentators.
Yeah, thanks. While that was going on, I think Game Stable found hover boots.
Yeah, hover boots and a wallet.
Bridge. Oh, there was a wallet too. Oh yeah,
wallet on
he's
the
got 2
scrubs.
now. Look at that.
Yeah, so yeah. Wallets have been found now. Shops
That is
are...
pretty big for them.
Yeah.
You can buy all
fire
these
arrows, mirror
extremely
shield,
useful
light
items.
arrows, magic. There is an insane number of items in shops this time.
It's pretty open. What is even really missing? I guess for Fox and Game Stable, they don't know the location of Hookshot. Mirror Shield is found. I guess Hammer and Boomerang are questions.
Yep. But do they need them? Where?
Oh,
Yeah,
for bosses, yes. It is.
wait,
Oh
is
no,
this
it's all
all-
dungeons. You only need to get the rewards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they might not need them then. Someone asked about, wow, you can just jump up there as a doll. I don't know if that was referring to Game Stable climbing the ledge where the block was in the room, but yes, you can. OT3D Link also just has bigger arms? That jump is not one that you need to be playing OT3 to make. It works in the original, but there are some jumps in this game that are way easier just because Link grabs ledges from lower in this game. And Jim's about to find an item here. I don't remember what it was. It's strength, right. Ben trying to cheat and buy that magic without having enough money.
Oh, we should just buy the 220 rupee gold rupee first. Very good deal.
Is Game Stable the first one to go to Colossus? I believe he is. But unfortunately, he doesn't have the Hookshot. So he won't be able to grab these gold Skulltulas that potentially have something. Fox is there? Okay, well he also didn't have the Hookshot, so...
Yeah, so Serenade can't be...
Oh yeah, you're right, no Skull Sanity. Wait, so what's the Colossus way of the hero thing? Is it the fountain then? And the
it's either fountain or the
It doesn't count the wasteland in that, right? That's a separate thing?
No,
Okay.
That'd be wasteland.
Bomb chewing the eyes, yeah, it does work. I assume you mean from the ground level, you can do it. I think the strat is probably a little bit different. I don't know if the same one works.
For the most part, in OT3, you would normally be grabbing the bomb bag, and you'd also be child when doing DC, so...
Yeah, doing DC as a child in this game is really only ever done if you, well, for the regular game anyway, is if you don't get Furrow's Wind early. Game Stable is having some trouble here with the Spella, and is also now out of bomb chews?
Yeah.
Does Game Stable have the strength to lift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Game Stable was one that found strength first, I thought. Oh, yeah.
I say Game Stable misses this. Game Stable hasn't used a bomb flower for this in ages. He's gonna have missed.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, oh, nailed it. Never mind.
The gamer. I was going to go pick up that wallet here now.
And Jim will also definitely find that wallet as well, and they'll be able to buy those arrows. It's hard to say which team is ahead. The Hookshot is good to know for Ben and Jim, but I think Fox and Game Stable have also done more overall. The Song of Storms Grotto in Lake Hylia is not child only, right? That's both ages.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure it is.
Which grotto?
The Song of Storms Grotto in Sora's River, not Lake Hylia.
Okay, yeah. That's both ages.
Yeah, both ages. Okay. The child part in my head was me trying to optimize routing to also check the frog, I think. Yes, all 4 players are playing the same seed for this. The 2 teams are sharing information with their partner to try to both finish as fast as they can. What Jim tried to do right there was a hookshot clip to hookshot the chest without using an explosive. The bomb wall is, or it has one-sided collision, so he could have just walked out after.
It's like Ben's clipped into Force Temple early and then paused.
Ben might be taking some notes or something. It's really funny that one team right now has boots and the other team only has or has hookshot. But I guess Jim will find hover boots shortly, and then he'll have the required components to be able to do some massive hookshot jumps. Nice camera over on Jim's feed. Ben is just gonna beat Forest Temple. Why would he be going down here just to kill the boss and check what it has? Was there a hint pointed towards this?
I guess the prelude check would be one reason.
Oh yeah, you're right. I guess that is true.
Or is that on just getting Forest Medallion? I actually don't know which.
Oh, no, that is just Forest Medallion. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I don't know. Maybe this is actually all dungeons, but we still grab. We also
they said all they said they were going to grab stones as well, which is not required in the rule set, but they decided it would make the race more interesting last minute, so they're grabbing stones as well as medallions. Ben is trying to do a quick strat for Phantom Ganon, where during the second phase you hookshot at him near the ground to cause him to block your hookshot, and while you block it, he's vulnerable, or while he's blocking your hookshot, he's vulnerable for a very short moment to attacks, and attacking it during that state will stun it and cause him to drop down to the ground. You can chain them together, it just takes a lot of practice. And yes, OT3D does operate at or run at 30 frames per second during gameplay. Jim is doing this hookshot to the bomb chest from the wrong spot. A little bit farther back.
Hookshot is kind of annoying.
There you go. That should work. There you are. That one's really awful to do in OT, in my opinion, but it's pretty easy in this game. And Jim will find hover boots up here, yeah. Fun thing about the eyes on the head in this game, you can light them during the same cutscene in this game. I don't know why you can't do that in the original, just I guess something to do with their timers got changed here. You can play OT30 in 60 FPS using Citra, but in my opinion it looks garbage. $30 for this game is perfectly fine. Nintendo doesn't believe in 60 FPS. I think that's there are plenty of 60 FPS games on the Nintendo Switch, including one recently released, Metroid Dread. Please go buy Metroid Dread. Please. I want more. I want more Metroid.
The file select screen is 60 FPS.
That is true. The file select screen in this game does run at 60 FPS. Which, is that why it lags so bad on N64? I think it might be. Also, Splatoon 2 runs at 60 FPS during actual matches, which is great because it looks fantastic.
Yep, the menu runs at 30 FPS in the N64 OT.
You mean the file select menu is 30 on N64? Or do you mean the pause menu?
The pause menu.
I think Kushi was asking about a file select, because that was... I think the chat's behind a little bit, so I was posted when we were still talking about that. The Wind Waker HD is not a 60 FPS game.
Yeah.
That runs in 30. Same frame rate as the original. Well, yes, the item menu does run in 30 FPS in OT. OT is very interesting. if you're a nut for quality, then it's actually best to record or stream your Ocarina Time runs in 60 FPS, because then you have all the frames captured for file select, pause screen, and gameplay, because 60 is the first value that's a multiple of 20 and 30.
Games table also electing not to go and pick up the shard. Very unfortunate.
This is so sad. Games table is deciding on whether to save warp or warp out or warp song out, and he has settled on save warp.
Entering Shadow early finds Shadow Temple.
Also, yeah, Jim did a hookshot jump into Seam Walk into Shadow Temple. It's much easier in this game than the N64 version, though, because I say Seam Walk, but it's not really a seam. The collision of the upper area is extended by quite a lot. It's like along with the visuals for whatever reason. Which is interesting, because that's not normally what is done for those types of things, where you update the visuals of an area, but you don't bother changing the collision. But you can walk up there pretty easily without ISG.
So one additional version difference here between OT randomizer and 3D is keys are colored. So see that Jim got a Shadow Temple key there that was purple. Nice indication for key sanity.
Yes, Gravity Beetle, thank you for acknowledging Mario Gun, the most prestigious speed game of all time.
That is the same creator, yes, for Nintendo games with guns involved.
I was watching GameStable play Mix Morris's latest creation, Pokemon Snipe, in voice call the other day, and that was an adventure. It was pretty funny because GameStable kept dying on the first level for like maybe 20 minutes until he realized that the AK-47 he was holding was a fully automatic weapon and he could just hold down the button instead of mashing. Jim and Ben with that hookshot are pretty much well on their way to getting closer to finishing, especially with those wallets.
Yeah.
The estimate for this was submitted as 4 hours, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Light arrows are in a shop. And
I think it's the
Bamshi shop.
Yeah. I believe they were like 150 rupees or something, 145.
Yeah, 135 and like 235 for Magic, so both teams
that,
know where wallets are, so...
That 4-hour estimate will help get the marathon back on track, because I think GameStabled and Fox's run yesterday, they told me they last locationed Hookshot, I believe, and they still ended up finishing in 3 hours and 20 minutes or something. So even with their agreement to get all the medallions, they're still going to be probably finishing way under estimate.
It's looking like they might have a repeat here for last location in Hookshot. Unfortunately.
I think Fox is going the right direction right now, actually.
Yeah. Wasn't Fox over near this area though?
Maybe. I don't know if he had Song of Storms though.
Oh, that would explain it.
The rocks aren't blown up.
Yeah.
Probably not then.
Yeah. I remember. It looked like Fox was going there originally a while ago.
Yeah, he's gonna find it in here, and they're gonna be pretty happy.
All right.
GameStabled is actually pretty nearby too. I think GameStabled might enter the market, and then Fox is about to find Hookshot, and he's gonna be like, "No, go to go to Zora's River." Yep, there he's going to Zora's River. Oh, wait.
Well, you gotta get some money first, you know. Have to be able to.
GameStable, where are you going?
No, just trying to get lighters, I guess. It's just time to finish the game, apparently. Bean Daddy making an appearance. Probably for the Desert Colossus here.
Plant the bean. I'm not trying to be mean. There's an old reference.
Not gonna lie, I forgot this reference, but that's okay.
That is the IngX24 rap.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
A lot of shadow keys here, but I guess that's what it's like when you have to progress through the dungeon this way. Oh, did they? I didn't actually check if they excluded 50's cultural reward. I remember Fox. I haven't watched Fox play this very much. I don't know why. I probably should, but I remember when he was coming up with rules, I think he originally wanted to exclude 50 and 40 for races. I'm sure he has his reasons. He plays this much longer than or much more than I do.
Very easy to find invisible targets if you just get a lock on for them.
Yeah. There's a very funny moment with that invisible target with a friend of mine, Alien Squeaky Toy, like a month ago. We were doing a multi-world, and he pulled out the hookshot, and he aimed at it without lens, right? And he like shot it and didn't hit it. But he had lens equipped, so he just turned it on. And without moving the hookshot, he just shot it because he was aiming at the target, and it worked. Like, he didn't move his aiming at all. He just put on lens, and it hits. I was the only one who saw it, but if I didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed him. I would have just called him an idiot. Mito being one of them, so he'll just be able to bypass him. It does some funky stuff to the camera.
Wait, is that only here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Is this? Oh, cylindrical? Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I said the wrong shape.
I would just say collision. I don't know which ones it honestly allows you to walk through, but
it is only one of those.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think the silver rock in Zora's Fountain has cylindrical collision? Because that is a rock that you can go through.
Yeah. Alright, this game's still finding strength 2 now, so the bomb bag is now in logic. That was just, well, yeah, it's steel, that's all in logic. With these 2 wallets. Also, Ice Cavern was Forest Temple, so yeah, that... Okay. The logic is holding true.
Jim is engaging in a duel with these Stalfos. I don't really like fighting these guys, even if I'm paying attention. Sometimes I just do something stupid. You know what I mean? Just take too much damage or, heaven forbid, fall off. The strategies to prevent the second Stalfos from spawning still work in this game too, so...
The game stable should be coming up on about the well, either in Jabu, or it has to be Jabu now. You haven't seen well, right? Is the Darunia dance in OT3D?
You mean the cutscene for the randomizer? They're saying it was removed, so I assume it's removed.
I mean, it's removed in the regular. I can't say I've honestly ever talked to Darunia and Rando on 3D. I assume it's removed, though.
That's crazy. I mean, until the beginning of 2020, this game was all about talking to Darunia.
If you want to see Darunia dance, just watch any speedrun in the first decade that this game was out.
Yep. Pretty much. First 8.5 years of the game's release, we couldn't skip the Goron bracelet, so there you go. What is Jim doing? Is he doing a test for this? It seems a little complicated for just going across the gap, but hey, you do you.
Guess so. Alright.
There you go.
Sometimes you need style there.
Yeah, a little style. Why not? Jim hasn't found anything useful in Shadow Temple, right? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. I've been, like, peeking over every now and then, and I don't think I saw anything. Just keys.
Same.
Jim.
Oh,
Jim.
one medallion?
Jim.
Oh.
Oh, he did find the medallion, okay. Listen, Ice Arrows on Bongo is funny as hell. But the important thing about it is that it's slower. Ice Arrows on Bongo, I sleep. Ice Arrows on Volvagia? Okay, that's the real shit.
So some Volvagia. It's pretty good. That is why Like, you can't do that in 3D, right?
Weird shotting to hit it in the center. No, unfortunately, you cannot do that.
Alright, so Ocarina of Time is actually, in fact,
The better game. Yeah, you're right. That's tough. I can't argue with that one there. Wait, Ice Arrows freeze Water Temple spike traps? There's no way that's true. How did I not know this?
Yeah, they freeze the spike traps.
How did I not know this? No!
You learned something new about this game whole time. Did you know that if you hit a freezer with a fire attack, they melt instead of cracking?
I did know that, actually.
I always like that detail. You can clip out it. You can clip out of the Phantom Ganon fight. That is an unfortunate thing that can happen.
Clip out of the Phantom Ganon fight? Where
Yeah, if you try the hookshot Phantom Ganon right away while
oh, to do the
like
fast
on the wall.
strat, you hookshot clip out. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's just a hookshot clip.
1.0, you can go through the boss door on too far of a right side there, Forest Temple, and you'll just fall out of bounds.
I do know about that one. I have seen that happen to someone before. I can't remember who. That shit is hilarious, though.
So game's still on the quest for the Spirit Medallion now as well.
In OOT3D, where Jim is right now, you can soft lock. If you use a bomb shoe and hit the Moblin as the Moblin cutscene plays. There's a cutscene that plays when you step into a trigger where the Moblin attacks you, and it like pans over and shows the Moblin. But if the Moblin takes damage during the cutscene, the game will just soft lock. You get stuck in the cutscene. I don't think that's a hard lock. Does the game crash? Maybe it does. Maybe it does crash. It's not a hard lock, but I think it might crash. Am I misremembering? I think it's a crash. I'm gonna second guess myself. I'm pretty sure it's a crash. There are only a few things in this game that can like actually hard lock your 3DS and force you to do a power off. Most of it has to do with actor duping. This game also can just like, well, not randomly, but seemingly randomly hard lock your 3DS. It's happened to Ben twice, and it's also happened to me once. I don't know of it happening to anyone else, but like just in the middle of our speedruns, the entire system just crashes. Not even a game crash, just completely freezes up.
You heard of VC crashes, get ready for 3D crashes.
That's cartridge. Both of us play on cartridge. With no SD card inserted.
Shadow Medallion found.
Go team. Wait, is that GameStable's Golden Tanuki emote? Oh, it is. That emote is so funny. That's the most creative way I've ever seen someone use the, like, random numbers someone puts after your name for affiliates. Tanuki. It's so funny. Our cartridges definitely don't have dirty connectors, by the way. Like I said, we've played this game for thousands of hours, and it's only ever happened a total of 3 times that I know of, so... There's a very good video on YouTube somewhere. It's like How to Laugh by Ben Stevens, number 2 or number 56 or whatever. And it's a video of him running 100%, and he's rolling to the Blue Warp and Forest Temple after the cutscene skip, and his game hard locks. And he kind of loses his mind a little bit. I think he was kind of tired.
This medallion for game stable. I don't remember what grotto that was. It warped out.
Did he grab it and Bolero out or something? I didn't see.
Yeah. Colossus
Colossus
out, right? Yeah.
grotto.
I guess
Okay.
that's the Colossus way to hero. That's the extra 2 checks that I forgot about there.
So what's missing then? I'm pretty sure. Fox's tracker
I mean-
doesn't say Goron Ruby, but I'm pretty sure that was found.
Yeah, I know Jim has Goron Ruby, so it's just light and water, I think.
Yeah.
So the logic for this is glitchless. So the game is expected to be able to be completed without any glitches. Though this is expecting you to go and just collect all the medallions to go, medallions and stones to lower the bridge, or create the bridge, whatever you do with. Yeah, this cavern is sick in this game.
There's a cool little hookshot clip that Ben just did to grab that chest without bombing the wall. In this game, the hookshot chain actor spawns from the tip of the hookshot and not from Link's hand like it does in OOT. So you can still clip your hand through things in OOT, but if you shoot the hookshot, because it starts from the hand and not the hookshot, it doesn't actually fully go through most walls. But in this game, it does. At low angles, you can just fire the hookshot through walls and hit things if they're loaded. It's pretty cool.
I don't think did GameStable pick up the Spirit Medallion? I thought that.
I wasn't looking.
Yeah, I saw him go to the boat area, but I didn't dip.
Which room had the spear medallion, Shout?
It was in the the spikes room. Oh, GameStable didn't have bombs yet, so probably tried to go and clip in our boat skip and was like, wait, I don't have bombs.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. You can do that clip with a chew, so.
Yeah.
Perhaps use
I mean, the Baby Goron took all those ones.
Hit on my chews.
Bosky is in Bosky chest for Water Temple. Actually, I don't know if I remember picking up the Bosky since that change. I didn't realize that they were colored also.
Yeah, they have the little
Gem or
insignia cleaned or whatever.
whatever. Yeah.
I do like the colored items. Oh my goodness, game stapled. That was the closest I've ever seen anyone do that before. That was a game stapled moment right there. I cannot think of a better way to describe that. So it's a good hint. That was an okay rupee pattern, if you jump into the rupees. Oh, yeah, the jump slash strat for, well, OT3D's actors within other actors collision was kind of reinforced a bit. Some Skulltulas you can no longer get inside of rocks, for example, like in Death Mountain Trail. That rupee is a good example of that thing I just mentioned. There is a way to get it, though, using ledge cancel. If you push the platform in front of the red ice ledge, you can use ledge cancel to go through ice and grab the rupee. As far as I know, the only Skulltula that's inside another object that you can get without first moving that object is the gold Skulltula inside the Song of Time block in Spirit Temple. I think the only reason you can grab that is because you get it from out of bounds, from the wrong side. I think that's the only reason why that works. That's just an idea, though. Like if you're playing Master Quest, for example, and you have the Skulltula inside the Song of Time block in the Boomerang room, you can throw the Boomerang through the Song of Time block, but it doesn't hit the Skulltula. It just doesn't work.
Does the Boomerang pick up stuff on the return path in this game?
Under what path?
On the return path.
On the return path? Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a nice way to gate clip in this game. Just hookshot the wooden pillars there. Yep.
Very, very easy.
Okay, game stable now back with bombs in Shadow Temple. Gonna go and find the spirit medallion.
That medallion. Oh, I didn't see that Jim had Furrow's Wind. I don't know where he got that from, but that might be helpful. I don't know. And bottom of the well has been found.
Both teams now having bottom of the well.
Game Stable is doing this invisible platform the way I do this. Very, very carefully.
Definitely a lot easier to go and do it carefully in this version with the hookshot reticule, or laser, I guess.
I wish Game Stable had a shield right now. I'm gonna take this slow section of commentary to talk about one of my favorite OT3D isms of all time, and that is the game stable equip. So this game, I mentioned the little animation when you put on your boots, the heel click. A lot of movement, like optimal movement tech in this game, involves putting on boots to skip that animation. So finding ways to like put them on when opening a door or in the air, or during like the frame that you roll as well is a good way to skip that animation. One of the more common ways to do it, though, easiest, is to crouch with shield and then put on boots. It just happens to be the slowest method because, you know, you do it from a standstill. But Game Stable loves to do that, so that's a Game Stable equip. There's a little lore detail for OT3D. Although, as I was explaining that, Game Stable did do a roll hover boots equip, so everyone evolves at some point.
Box getting the second strength.
That hasn't been found yet, right?
Oh, that was found. I don't know if that. No, Game Stable had that already.
I just peeked over at Ben, and he is doing some. Well, I don't want to say it because that's some coarse language, but he's doing some wacky stuff right now.
Yeah, getting.
I haven't seen this done in this game in an extremely long time.
Yeah, I actually was wondering what the strat was to do this.
Yeah, it's
for
the
this
dive.
game. Oh, well.
Oh no!
I guess you don't do it that way. That's.
Hey, can I jump in for just a moment?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So we just got a $25 donation from Ura Yukamitsu. I really hope I said that right. They comment says, they say the Ocarina of Time 3D randomizer devs are attractive, but the runners even more so. I'm sure everyone appreciates that, and thank you so much for your donation. That puts our total so far for this drive at $8,555, which is absolutely wonderful. Thank you everyone for your contributions. Let's keep this train moving, and back to the commentators.
Yeah, what does that say about the people who both run and develop the game?
I think we had the same thought right when that was read. What about both?
Yes, unfortunately, the runners are not in the call to hear this.
Jim, you have 18 bombs. Gotta save all of them, I suppose.
Playing like runner guy here in a bingo.
There's the shadow
25
medallion.
out of 30 bombs. Time to farm Hylia.
Game stable, look out! Oh no! He's coming after you! Homie! Kill him! Okay.
Jim attempting to go inside hop past the skull. Doesn't work in regular, I'm pretty sure. So. Not surprised it doesn't work there either.
Game stable does have hover boots. I wonder if it'll try to get the. Oh, I know the sculptures aren't shuffled. Rip.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there was a chance we might see the entrance point glitch into ledge clip to go out of bounds and get the sculpture without song of time.
Are you able to clip past the hammer blocks?
The main lobby fire blocks. You can. Yeah. You have to do a grunts clip. Not a
oh right, yeah.
Clip. You have to do a grunts clip and navigate around the seam between the rooms to get in between the door and the blocks. It's actually kind of annoying. I don't like doing it. No, it is definitely not free. That clip is pretty stupid.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
I wish I had a notepad open to write down the hints at the beginning. I didn't think they were going to start in Temple of Time.
I didn't think they were going to start in Temple of Time, and I didn't realize it was a medallion shuffle.
Yeah, they always play with the medallion shuffle. Honestly, I don't really like the setting that much, personally. Just the idea. I've never played with it, but I probably wouldn't. I don't know. I like the dungeons. They're fun.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're looking for a unique experience, it's definitely a good option.
Yeah, it definitely will.
It makes
You'll
sense
get very
to play it. It makes sense to play it for this. It's a showcase for the randomizer, and it is a 3D exclusive option. So, listen, they put time into developing that. Does Fox know the 4 grab strat here? Oh no, that's the 3rd grab.
The 6 grab strat or 7?
Listen, I may not know a lot of randomizer, but I know about the 4 grab strat here. I also know about the skipping the ladder in the Forest Temple boss key chest room. I know about that. Those are the 2 randomizer strats I know.
Alright, oh, so Jim has now picked up the water medallion. So, just waiting on the light medallion, I believe. And light arrows were already in a shop, so...
Yeah, Jim just has to go buy them at the bomb shoe shop.
Yes, the light medallion would be the last item, I believe.
I could go back and check what the hint says, like right now, actually. Let me see, whose stream would I be looking for? One of the top streams, I think?
Yeah, I think, yeah, both the top streams had it at the start.
Oh no, Ben isn't streaming. Okay, I'll have to.
Oh, I mean, as I say, yeah, ZSRMarathon is the. Yeah, Jim doing trick that's somewhat unique to OT3D for getting for Spirit Hover. You can actually make it onto the archway here as well with just using a hookshot jump, so no need to actually do any hovers here, you just do a damage boost and then walk up to this chest.
Yeah. It's a... We just like to call it Spirit Hover 3D back in the day. It's a really nice trick. It's nice that you're also able to walk up the seam and jump up to the chest. Those kind of like unique tricks were a big reason why I started playing this game. I just thought they were cool. It made the game worth playing. That's the one thing I look for in a remaster for speedrunning. I don't really care if the game is exactly the same. I just it has to have something to differentiate it, make it interesting to play.
Yeah, that's 2 strength
like,
upgrades in So yeah, Sun's Grave and the Royal Family Tomb here having 2 strength upgrades. Did you find the
I'm having trouble loading the VOD. It's like
Okay.
a 26-hour VOD, and it just kind of... Oh, wait, hold on. No, it's good now. Alright, just have to refresh a few times.
Okay.
You have to skim through. It is, 26 hours long.
I have an idea of where I want to go, so I'm gonna just go to it. Okay, I got to it.
Wow, you beat me.
Alright.
Oh, I have to skim back another 5 minutes.
I'm waiting for Fox to go and parse through these text boxes.
Oh, I've read too many. I went too far. Does the child want to only show the stones? Is that how
I
this
guess,
works?
yeah. Apparently.
Okay, time to go back even more.
Yeah.
Light Medallion is Water Temple.
Oh, okay. So... Alright, yeah, so yeah, we have Game Field already in there. They should have all the items for 4 here, so it should just be go mode.
Ben was in.
Oh, no, no
Temple.
wait, actually, they didn't have iron boots yet, so
yeah, they don't have iron
necessary.
boots, but with Zelda's Lullaby and no iron boots, I believe everything in Water Temple is still accessible. So, like, using the glitches that they have agreed would work. Oh, Jim, unfortunately not having the required height to get to the loading zone. So he's going to avoid here and have to try again. GameStable has iron boots. Oh, he does. Where were those? Got them in Spirit. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay, so that explains. Fuck, being in Spirit
Mirror
right now.
room. What's the mirror room in Spirit Temple?
The
room where you push the mirror in a circle? Or is it the one at the top?
Is it the one where you just use the mirror to get the key?
The one where you push it around in the circle with 2 chests. Okay, that one.
Okay.
Alright. Wait, so wouldn't Jim have them too then?
Yeah, I wonder if Jim. Oh, Jim did Spirit Hover.
Yeah, you're right.
So Jim's checking Twin Rova first.
That is really odd.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. This is gonna be just a.
Did they get
very
a hit
pointless
on Iron
fight.
Boots in Spirit Temple, or is it Spirit Way of the Hero?
It must have been Way of the Hero, or.
Yeah, Twin Rova first is a very interesting decision. This is my least favorite boss. In the entire game, this is my least favorite boss. It's just not fun. Jim won't even have the sword that lets you 2-cycle it consistently. This is so sad. GameStable is now going to go to the boss key chest area and see if the medallion is there. That was an interesting strat to get the required speed. He did a hover boots backflip, I guess to mess with his acceleration a bit, in order to get that. GameStable is doing a lot of roll eclipse in this. It's all grown up. Will we see the medallion in here? Nope. Close enough, I suppose. So while you can 1-cycle Twin Rova with the Master Sword in this game, I believe it requires 6 frame-perfect jump slashes, and I've never seen anyone do it before. The lack of power crouch stabbing and like stun locking of that nature is really bad. In order to get the 1-cycle fight, you're gonna need a Giant's Knife or Big Orange Sword. So the strat, even though you can fit 4 jump slashes out of the 6 that you need to kill in the first cycle, you want to only do 3. Because if Twin Rova is at half health during phase 2 or higher, then Twin Rova will always shoot 3 of the same magic color immediately. Any lower than half, then it will start doing the attacks in a slower pattern. So I don't have time for the river chest and water temple.
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, that could be true.
Oh, yes, that's true. That's logically required. All of them have the required tools to be able to skip that, though. And there's Light Medallion, so...
Yeah.
Ben was actually on the right track. Unfortunately, he failed the trick, though, so he wasn't able to get this. Game Stable had Iron Boots, though, so this getting around this block was much, much, much simpler.
Yeah.
Although he forgets that he can't leave, so he came all the way over here just to save more. Jim doing a really cool trick here, where you do that same hookshot jump to clip out of bounds, but then fall into the loading trigger for this bottom room here. It's pretty
Fortunately,
cool.
going to probably last location, the medallion and or Iron Boots and
Yeah,
the
actually,
Goron sword.
I bet he's gonna go up here instead of down. Although he should go
Oh,
down.
wait.
Hey, maybe?
Going up to the ZLG.
Nope, going up, going up. should have probably went down.
This is so sad.
It's... This is so sad. Can we get an F? Or a game stable Tanuki? Spirit Temple boss key is mono-colored. I do wonder why GameStable is fighting Warfa then.
Yeah.
Perhaps they agreed on all bosses and just didn't explain properly. I said this before, but just to reiterate that the rules that they're playing with, the preset only required the medallions in your inventory to get Gan's Castle boss key and the Rainbow Bridge. But shortly before the race started, they decided that just getting all the stones as well. Their exact wording was, "We should also get all the stones," to make it more interesting, just as an agreement. And then they also, after that, used the term all dungeons. So I actually have no idea whether or not they're going to try to beat every dungeon's boss as well, except in the warps. Which, if that's true, it does make sense of some of the other weird, questionable stuff we've seen, like Phantom Ganon as well, right?
I mean, I thought there was an item in Forest, so I thought that was just a check for there.
Oh, yeah.
But then, I mean, like, GameStable left Shadow early, right? So, or the GameStable fight, yeah. So, oh, Forest was foolish. You know what? Good point. I have no idea. That's I guess GameStable will be going back there at some point then to go finish up, unless.
So I suppose we're still looking for Hammer and Boomerang then, which might make the seed a little bit longer than originally anticipated.
Unless it's only adult. Which dungeons is it?
Listen, if they have all the medallions and stones and they're still looking around for stuff, then we'll know.
Yeah, true.
Where was Goron Ruby again? I know Jim had it. I forget where he picked that out. It was really early on. It was like within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
DMC, says Gravity Beetle. I don't know if that was in response to me. Oh, it was DMC. It was the scrub. You're right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It was the Lion Cache scrub. That's right.
That's a rough check. So.
That is a child-only check. Game Stable is a child. Can he Hess? No, he cannot. Come on, you got this. Come on. No! You dropped it, homie. Come on. Yes, bro.
Yo, let's
go. Let's go. Oh my god, where are you going? Come on.
Yeah, so there's zero reason that Bucks would be fighting Punrova, I think, at this point, right? So
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume
Yes.
that the beating dungeon bosses and skipping in the warps was agreed upon just to lengthen it more,
yeah.
to match the estimate. Or closer to match the estimate, I should say.
So that also means that the way the hero hints don't necessarily make any sense now, because who knows what Boomerang and Hammer are then based on that.
Oh yeah, you're right, because the dungeon bosses aren't required, they're just not going to get a hint for Boomerang and Hammer, potentially.
So who knows?
Why did they agree to this again? Any early predictions for Boomerang and Hammer? I'm gonna say they're both in GTG because GTG was foolish.
Oh.
So there's plenty of locations where it could just be hanging around.
Well, Foolish, I think, doesn't meet or shouldn't have any main items in general, though. So
Oh, is Foolish like it's not non-way of the hero? That's how that works. It's only junk.
as far as I believe so.
Okay.
I always forget
I think
this.
I think you're right. I play without logic or those types
Yeah.
of hints, so Foolish is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
progression. Okay, so Boomerang and Hammer don't lead to progression.
It
they
could
be
progress
included in
this to
that?
a different sphere, though. So I guess, well, it wouldn't be like necessary, but it could. Yeah, I'm feeling Pierre and Fire Temple right now.
That's always a good spot.
Okay, so makes an Hammer and Boomerang chest. I think didn't someone already go through the first part of Jabu?
Yeah, I don't remember who. I think it might have been Ben.
So yeah,
And
I
if
think
you
that we-
enter Jabu, I know someone at least did the scrub at the bottom, and if you do all of that, then you should at least go to the Boomerang chest, just
yeah,
because.
so fortunately no vanilla Boomerang or Hammer from that one. Could get vanilla Hammer still. We could also get Hammer and Boomerang inside Ganon's castle. That's
Oh yeah, that's true. They can be in Ganon's castle. That's where I would go first.
yeah,
Check after. That'd be a very
Definitely.
funny thing.
yeah. Definitely just push your advantage there if you have all the medallions and stone.
Didn't they
just
say that they weren't
check
gonna
the-
do Ganon's castle early though?
Well, that's not
For,
early
for
anymore.
that part, did they mean until all the dungeons were beaten? I don't want it to be a situation where they don't realize that Boomerang and Hammer could be in Ganon's castle and they like agreed to not enter there early or something.
Yeah, we'll probably see here in a bit, because I would hope that one of the teams, after hitting all the medallions and stones, goes there. If they don't, then
We're in trouble potentially.
that's an interesting decision. All right, yeah, Game Stable's grabbing the golden gauntlets, so they're gearing up here.
Gearing up.
I don't see any other reason why you would go back for them.
Yeah, Ben is trying a really dumb hookshot clip here to skip using Din's. Does he have Din's and not magic? Actually, I know Din's was in. I don't remember where actually. I remember there was a hint for it. And I know Jim has it. But this clip can be kind of annoying.
Oh, that's a good grotto. That Jim's checking. always a good place for items to hang out at.
I feel like light arrows are always here. Like, always. And if not here, then like outside the grotto, whenever I played these No Logic multi-worlds. Always up here. This is the tent, right?
You got half of
Yeah,
the
it
light
is,
arrows,
okay.
so we got arrows. Game stable with 400 rupees deciding needs a few more.
This rando, I'm pretty sure, has a option to allow seats to be 100% completable. I think
Yeah.
it's enabled for
Yeah.
this.
Yep, it should be all accessible, all locations accessible.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
enabled, so there won't be a situation where Hammer will be locked behind Hammer or something like that.
The item set's not shown, but you actually can have 4 different items selected in OT3D.
Not including Ocarina.
Not even include, yeah.
Ocarina is a separate 5th button.
For the restream here, since there's 4 people on stream, there's no quips shown, but yeah, there's 4 items in this game, and plus Ocarina.
This game did a very awesome thing that a lot of 3DS games after adopted, where the bottom screen has pretty much the entire UI, and then the top screen is, for the most part, completely empty and only showing gameplay. I love that about the 3DS. It's great. Samus Returns, if anyone's ever played that, is another good example of that type of game. I'm pretty sure there's literally no HUD in the top screen of that game for the entire time that you play it. Everything, all the information is shown on the bottom. Where this game just has the little action button. Did this really catch on as Christmas? Like outside of our Discord server?
Oh yeah, I
That's-
think that was from that was just a general, I think, of Terramari and Rando.
Oh, was it? Okay. I couldn't remember. I thought somebody who didn't play Rando made that joke in there. Maybe I was wrong. It's very funny though.
Oh,
Game Stable
never
said
mind.
it. Okay, no, I was
Never
right.
mind. I was
I was
wrong.
right. That was a joke that started last year when we were doing all those random multi-worlds. We called it Christmas. It's very funny.
Yeah. It makes sense. Multi-world. Hey,
Boxing Day? Okay, I have not heard that. That's good.
It's a good meme.
At least someone's doing Ganon's Castle for... Yeah, they're looking for the hammer. And Boomerang.
Alright. It's here. HX. Apparently one really strong keys.
One elusive keys. Okay, there's one. The Great Deku Tree was open as Adult Link because they're playing with Dungeon Randomizer. Or Dungeon Entrance Randomizer, to be more specific.
Fury Sword?
Kokiri Sword, very important item. I think if you're playing with Dungeon Entrance Randomizer, the entrance to Great Deku Tree is also just open, I think. Don't quote me on that one. The actor for the mouth is just gone. Oh, well, there you go.
Alright, well. Nice check.
Yep. I think that's it. Except for Goron Ruby for them. I don't think Fox doing it. Well, then they had the area hint of Death Metal Crater, so that should be done for them.
Yeah. Say something. Why is Jim checking out this?
I think he's just looking for Hammer and Boomerang.
In the skull?
Oh, he has a skull. Oh, no, he realizes. Time to leave. Did he go all the way around for just that to realize that it was... Oh, no.
Yeah.
That is tough. Yes, the logic for the randomizer is based off the N64 one. It's modified to account for changes between, like, just even non-glitch changes. This game has a few off ones for some tricks and stuff that are different. Jim went through and manually took all the Python logic and rewrote it in C, which is pretty absurd. There's a lot of code, and it took him a very long time to go through. So shoutouts to him.
Oh, Jim doesn't have magic. Okay. I was like...
Okay, I don't think you can get magic from any of these guys here.
Probably not.
There is a around here with the Hookshot clip.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Can Goma Larva drop magic? Is that part of their drop table? I have no idea.
That's a good question.
Do Goma Larva have the same drop table as Skullwaltlas?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
Wonder if they do. I just know they can both drop seeds and Deku Nuts. And not Deku Sticks. I think they can also drop green rupees.
Alright, found the chart.
You know what, Gravity Beetle? You're right. If Team Ben ends up losing, Ben has to join us for Damn-Face Valentine. You're right.
Deku Scrubs, Skullwaltlas, and Goma Larva had the same drops. Where is magic? Is there a flex drop? There's not even a flex, or there's a... You can flex drop one.
You can flex drop magic? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The more you know. I might end up using that in the future.
You just need to have enough hearts, yeah, and then the magic is the next flex.
The last time I played in OT Multi-World a month ago or whatever, it was the first time I ever got a bomb drop from an Octorok and Forest Temple. I had a good laugh about that, because, you know, I've been playing this game for a very, very long time, for many, many, many hours, and I've never had that happen to me. I knew it was possible, because it's like the only way to get a bomb drop in Forest, I think. Is an extremely low drop from Octorok. It was cool to see.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think it's 1 in 16, maybe? I can't remember.
Yeah, I believe it's a flex. Oh, no, this, I guess, yeah, 1 in 16 plus a flex drop is also possible. Okay, so 1 in 8 if you set up right. Because I just have the item chart drop now.
GameStable does this odd thing that I don't see any other player do when playing this game, or he doesn't release L when he does hookshot jumps. So he still has the camera blocked and the third-person hookshot aiming. It doesn't really make a difference, but it's interesting.
Oh, I always forget to release the button. But that's just because you don't really ever have a reason to release it on OT.
GameStable is a case study of the human mind. He's a very fascinating individual.
It's true.
I don't know anyone as unique and interesting as GameStable.
Wait, so does Ben okay, Ben has the corner B. Just trying to check double magic. For boomerang or hammer? I don't think you're gonna find hammer behind double magic.
Can I jump in for another donation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so we have a $75 donation from, and I hope I say this right, Kagutsuchi? $75, which puts us over the 8,600 mark in our donation drive, so thank you so much. Their comment says, loving the randomizer run so far. Shout out to the runners and commentators. Sorry to say this, but OOT3D is the inferior version. If you disagree, make your point by donating. Good luck to both teams, but especially Team A. Donating to name the Majora's Mask file name after the creepiest character in any Zelda game. Thank you so much for your donation, and if you want to take them up on their challenge, by all means feel free to do so. Going over the incentives real fast, the incentive for Majora's Mask to be fought final boss blindfolded is at $903 towards a goal of $1,800. And for the Majora's Mask file name, we have My Dude at $75, Trez to Bed at $25, and while I can't see the new name incentive, the creepiest character of all of Zelda is apparently Tingle. So that's one of the options for the file name as well. So by all means, donate, do the incentives, and don't forget we also have prizes you can win from donating. Let me pull that up here. So we have custom Zelda artwork, we have a Nintendo Switch OLED, a Philips CDI 210 console plus controller, Skyward Sword style Switch Joy-Cons, and a whole bunch of other things. Links are in the chat. Thank you, Lost, and back to the commentators.
Sure, thanks.
Thank you.
I don't have any money to refute the point, so let me just follow it up with this. You're wrong.
Wow.
Y-O, you are wrong.
You know, I can't argue with that logic, actually. I changed my mind, you know what? OT3D is the better Zelda. Of the two Zeldas that are Ocarina of Time. Alright, so Fox picking up the hammer, boomerang, and Kokiri sword here. Actually, probably not the Kokiri sword. We'll see.
Yeah, Fox used Furrow's Wind here.
Just to leave quickly back to.
Oh, I guess that might be faster. Fox.
Grab these two.
Oh, he wanted the Kokiri sword.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh
that's
yeah,
good.
actually not to leave faster, to get back faster.
Oh, to come back.
Yeah, very.
I didn't even think about that for some reason.
I just thought I didn't realize Fox had already picked up the
Yeah, he just has to go to
Hammer.
Child and grab the thing, and I forgot that the randomizer saves the warp point when you change ages.
Yep, Fox picked up the Kokiri sword.
Completely forgot about that. So Fox, even though he's going Child to go grab the scrub and DMC, he will still be able to use Furrow's Wind to return to Ganon's castle after going adult. That is not vanilla Ocarina of Time behavior.
So, Ben checking Boomerang for Boomerang. I guess the team has not checked out Jabba yet, so unfortunately they will be finding some Deku Seeds.
Nice fight by Game Staple. We'll see Fox do the platform mega here. Oh, didn't turn around immediately, so unfortunately gonna have to try again.
Ben, where are you going?
Where's Ben going? I'm not sure.
Ben, you don't have Boomerang. There are no more checks here.
It's time to leave. Ben, it's time to go. Depart.
You know who does have Boomerang? Odd.
Fox. Beta
Quick
Quest.
work of this dungeon.
Beta Quest is very funny. I remember the day it released. Was it November 2015? I think, or maybe October.
Somewhere around there.
It was November or October. I remember we did a race like the minute it released among my friends and I think I finished second, and Asder won the race. Asder, who's a pretty good randomizer player for games like A Link to the Past and Metroid Prime 1 and 2, Super Metroid. I remember that Beta Quest race because I didn't have any items to fight Ganon with, so I had to use Din's Fire to keep the Master Sword, which I had never done in the original game, and I only had 1 unit of magic left or something, and I ended up just getting it, just walking in and getting it. I had no Deku Nuts.
Back when beating Ganon was involved to you?
Well, it was the first race.
Yeah.
The first ever Beta Quest race. There was actually, well, the entrance randomizer is implemented into the OT3D randomizer, for those who are wondering, but the OT3D Beta Quest was actually in like a very, very early rough stage back in like 2019, 2018. Was being worked on by a friend of mine who got it in like a preliminary state, and some of that code I think was actually used for this project, if I remember correctly.
Taking a quick snooze.
Where is Ben going next, I wonder? Forest Temple entrance was which dungeon? Spirit Temple, right? Perhaps he's going to go get... I don't think he has Iron Boots yet.
You don't need a launch shot for 3D, so yeah.
Yeah, you don't need Longshot for Ocarina of Time 3D.
Yeah.
They are already
Yeah, they are
on their way to finishing. Fox is just going to Death Mountain Crater, I think. Yeah, this randomizer is open source. You can find it on GameStable's GitHub repo. There, Shadowshine posting it for you.
Forest Temple entrance was oh wait, was it, were they blocked rounds? So they're just
Yeah, I think Ben is.
Force.
Yeah, Ben is gonna grab Iron Boots, I think, and I'll still probably work on beating the dungeon.
But right now, Jim needs to... so the Light Medallion and the Forest Medallion. Light Medallion was in Water Temple, so Jim's on his way there right now. Where was Forest Medallion again? Oh, Desert Colossus, that's the one on top of the... Or, wait, was that the one in the stone or the top of the archway? Furious typing here. I have to check out gravity. Yeah, right now Ben just doing catch up while Jim go catch up here. The other team is just doing boss rush, so not a whole lot to say there. Game's able grabbing Garuda card. Garuda Training Grounds was there, and I not.
Yeah, they did get the Baron hint, but that was a long time ago. I wonder if they remember.
Don't they have a hint for? The
it's
Deku Tree. Right.
Of course, it's Deku Tree. Right, I forgot. It was Jim who cleared Deku Tree earlier. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to go to the bottom and get the Skulltula and then left.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot sub the.
I also did. It's so hard to remember when you've never played with this setting before.
Game's able just hookshot jumping out of here. Oh,
this is a very cool strat to get to Goma. I love this strat. Although I did watch an IL recently that did this hookshot clip. Like instead of opening the locked door, they clipped into the room. And then did it, which is very cool. I don't know why I've never bothered doing that, and then like doing the hookshot jump through the unloaded room. I don't know. I've never seen anyone else do it. It was PAL 62's Forest Temple IL. I'm pretty sure, or sorry, Deku Tree IL. It was very cool.
Nice.
It was optimization I never thought of before.
Game's still looking not to pick up a bomb drop. Looking to be forsaken by the bomb gods. You know what bosses we still have left on left team? Here.
Sorry, what was that?
You know what bosses we still have on the left team on Fox and Games
Bosses
table?
we saw on the left team.
Yeah, we.
Let's see. Okay, I saw. Did they do Phantom Ganon? I don't think so. Because I've only been paying attention to the right team for the most part so far.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't realize I was tracking bombs. Yeah. Everyone has Volve left. That makes sense.
Yeah, everyone's got Volve. That one's gonna take forever.
Especially with one team not having hammer yet.
Yeah, a Games Table made a play that I actually kind of figured that Ben and Jim would also just make, which is just go to Ganon's Castle. I hope it's not the thing I mentioned where they just thought that they agreed not to go to Ganon's Castle or something, even though they could, like, they have all the medallions and stones to open the bridge.
Does
That would be really
Ben and Jim?
unfortunate if they just think that they're not supposed to go there yet. According to a last-minute gentleman's agreement. Just going there is required to finish all the bosses according to what they decided to do.
Yeah.
I do kind of agree with their current play, though, of just finish the bosses that they are able to finish while collecting some of the stuff along the way. Like, that part I can understand, but just checking Ganon's castle, I mean, it's got a lot of stuff in it. You never know if, you're going to find it in there, and that is where they're going to find it. And you're doing co-op, too, right? You could always just send one person to go.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say it's almost always worth it to make that check.
I don't have a game stable tracker visible for. I don't know if he got the Goron Ruby or not.
I'm pretty sure he must have had it since. Well, the bridge was a bridge on all dungeons or just medallions.
The bridge was on medallions, but they decided that they wouldn't do Ganon's castle until they wouldn't use the bridge until they had stones as well.
Oh, might be impossible. There could be stones inside Ganon's castle.
That too, yeah. Which we didn't point out before. Although, I guess they would have known if the stone was in Ganon's castle, at least.
Yeah.
With a hint.
Okay, there we go. Ben has the Force Medallion. And, yeah, Jim is in Trials, so both teams will be caught up here. Is there any good options for boss key skips in Fire?
Yeah, unfortunately the boss key skip, the best method for it in this game is just going to be the ledge clip in the firewall maze room.
Sense.
Where you would do like the backup or whatever with a ledge clip. That's going to be your best early method. If they had ISG like allowed in their rule set, they could technically do the old like OOT Master Quest fire boss key skip where you ledge clip under the door and then hover up. You know that one?
Yeah.
But yeah, they can't do that with their rule set right now. So they decided not to use ISG. Also, wait, no, wouldn't that crash in this game? Does that hover for fire boss key skip using out of bounds hover? Or
yeah,
is there lava underneath? I don't remember.
There's only lava for so far, and then it's out of bounds.
Okay, so that would not work in this game at all. It would crash.
Yeah. Like even then, like out of bounds hovers, like doing that on VC is even still pretty annoying because if you start getting to the out of bounds area, your bomb queues do really random stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, the hovering in this game is a bit different. So it's the radius of the bomb makes it more like MM, but not exactly.
Yeah,
It's really weird.
that's correct. There we go. There's the hammer found too. Those are honestly pretty good locations for hammer and boomerang. It could have been a lot worse, for sure. Without them being hinted towards and all that. So, bottom of the well leads to which dungeon again? We saw this at the beginning. Was it Jabu? It's forest, okay. And Jabu was which one then? No, Jabu led to bottom of the well. I don't know which one leads to Jabu. Fire Temple, okay. Yeah, you can't warp out of Dampé's grave. I don't think that was patched in for places like GTG either, or Ganon's Castle, being able to warp out of them. The original game's randomizer allows you to play warp songs to leave out of all of those areas that tell you that you can't warp out for like whatever reason. A stick jump slash makes it into the fire loading zone? I didn't know that. Yeah, I think Game Stable is going to be finishing up here soon as well.
At the start, it looked like Fox and Game Stable were making a lot of the same checks, not having a lot of coordination, but
especially with that Hookshot. They didn't find Hookshot for a while either.
Yeah.
Not for like an hour or something, but Game Stable ended up making, it might have been up at Game Stable. Together as a team, they decided to plan out Ganon's Castle into their later game routing, searching for Boomerang and Hammer, and it ended up paying off.
Yeah, definitely like made the right plays going for their medallions and stones instead of looking for the hammer and hook right away, or hammer and boomerang.
Yeah, Bomb Y sounds pretty awful to write into logic for certain areas.
Oh yeah.
Bomb Y is pretty awesome though.
Buffered Bomb Y is one of the best tricks in the game.
Buffered?
In both
huh?
games.
No, you gotta do it unbuffered.
No, I said unbuffered, yeah.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah, second phase. What is the best thing about 1.2?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is the best thing about 1.0 dot or 1.2 dot so? Oh, drinking fish. Yeah, word. Definitely.
Wait, what is Weep Sanity? Actually, I don't know this lore.
I think Hylian Freddy one time made a set of meme clip videos where he added an option that modified King Zora's shuffling.
Oh.
I think he posted one where King Zora would go left and then right, and it would go back and forth or whatever, and all that nonsense. And I'm guessing it ended up becoming an actual option in some form.
That's
King Zora's move number between 1 and 128? Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Does the cutscene play out in full?
Yeah. It goes.
No.
It's either Mweep or 128 Mweeps, I guess. Oh, it's weighted low. Imagine playing random settings, turn it like this. Alright, game stable finally getting the corner B, yeah.
I think Fox is going to end up being the first to every boss defeated as well, right here.
I think this probably is last boss zone. The Jabu is pretty fast, so...
Yeah.
Weeps.
60.
Needs to be like Huckos, where you can just set the weep count, so you can just have 128 weep seeds. This is definitely a good idea.
I could not play with I can't even play with randomized music. I could never play with randomized sound effects. It would mess with my brain way too much.
Oh yeah.
As someone who relies on sound all the time and playing games.
Yeah, same. If the bomb does not make a fuse sound, I would be so confused.
Yo, I'm confused when the bomb chew isn't black and red.
Oh yeah, that messes with me so much now with the new.
People do that stuff.
The new rainbow cosmetics mess with me so hard for Bomb Chew Trail. Or Bomb Chew... Oh, whatever, explosion.
I did a Prime 2 marathon run a few weeks ago, if you remember, and I had to play without audio for the GDQ stream because the way they capture audio, I would have to also listen to it the same way, and it would only come out one ear. So I played with my CRT audio, which I could barely hear, and it was rough.
Yeah.
Audio. Rough. Audio is important to me.
Yeah, definitely. Some people want to do runs at GDQ or GDQ just at tables or whatever. I'll sometimes have headphones just if I really need to hear something.
Yeah. I think I was using earbuds for all the 3DS races we did at GDQs. Do you remember where the fire boss key was? Was it found by any chance by either Fox or GameStabled? I think they just did the boss skip though.
Yeah.
Probably in some really bad location. Poor Jim can't quick spin. Oh, hold on. There we go. There's one. Quick spinning, for some of us, has become way more difficult over the years. I had a circle pad that basically completely shattered essentially over time, so I got it replaced. And now I just can't quick spin consistently at all. It's horrible. Really ruins my mood for wanting to run this game again, because quick spinning is pretty important. Both players need to reach the end, I'm pretty sure, in order to finish.
Yep.
So I didn't realize the Fox hadn't done Phantom Ganon yet. I thought someone said that both of them did it, so I just assumed that was the case. But I think Fox is doing this to go do Phantom Ganon, his child, which is pretty cool. He's gonna use Boomerang on Phantom Ganon, so those who don't know about that can see it.
Oh, and apparently the Ganon's Castle boss key was on beating all dungeons, so. Or is on all. It's either that or medallions and stones. I don't know which. I don't know where that key came from. Medallions. Okay, the GameStable already had all medallions though.
Hopefully GameStable remembers to grab some magic. The last time I was watching GameStable play, he didn't have any magic going to fight Dwarf, and then he jumped to the bottom of the Dwarf room to grab the magic, and then having Longshot equipped, but not knowing, he climbed up the entire middle pillar. Regarding your bricking of a 3DS, that one person in chat, your 3DS is very likely not bricked. It's kind of hard to do that. But my assumption is, a lot of people have this problem, is that you just have Luma installed on your system, but it's not updated, and it's causing your system to not be able to boot. Just make sure you have the updated boot.firm files on your SD card, and it should boot fine.
Oh. Does 4CS skip Crash's Child on
No, it
OT3D?
doesn't. No.
Oh, nice. And the cutscene skipped on there's no cutscenes to skip on OT3D Rando, so
That too, yeah. The child warp crashes for Forest and Shadow. Is there another one? Is it just Forest and Shadow? Those I know none of those crash in this game.
yeah, Forest and Shadow crash.
GameStable's gonna go for a Hess up these stairs. Oh, just a little too late.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Yo. This room looks kind of cool with the pulsating lights.
Yeah.
I don't see it very often in this game.
Oh, Spirit crashes as well. That's interesting. I don't see why. Well, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, because Shadow Spirit. Yeah, it's one that you never really get to see.
GameStable, no! Oh, but he learned. He learned. Oh my god, he learned.
Are we gonna see a Hookshot?
I have Hookshot jumped up here before and then gotten immediately punched off. It was so funny.
That's pretty good. So, Yeah, I like that Fox is playing Phantom Ganon while Ganondorf is being fought at the same time by GameStable. So
Yeah, I didn't see that Fox just decided to come back as adult. That's unfortunate.
apparently, yeah.
No,
I mean, it's
no
probably not
boomerang.
a trick you really have prepped for.
It used to be in some all dungeons routes where you would fight Phantom Ganon as a child. And I know Fox has done those before, so
Fair.
just know it's been a while though, so probably
Yeah,
not used to it.
the rest is real.
It is a pretty complicated sequence of inputs and stuff.
Mhm.
One really nice thing about Volvagia in OT3D is that when you're bombing the holes, you don't have to bomb the bottom left portion of the hole facing away from the door in OT. In this, you can just bomb like anywhere near the hole and nowhere. Like if you know how to do the OT fight, then it's not any different, but if you're not used to it, then this one is just kind of objectively easier, just because you don't have to place the bomb in a certain spot. I hope GameStable does ISG here for Ganon, just to show off how funny it is with like the head shaking. Actually, is it disabled? I think it's a setting in the randomizer. It might be disabled. Let's see if they actually turned it off. I don't see it here in the bottom of the list. Maybe it's not a setting? I see the adult boomerang and child hammer things.
Yeah, that's been around for a while.
I'm just saying that the setting for ISG should be there if it's if it exists.
That's one
Not a
thing I'm
setting?
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense that it's not a setting.
Oh yeah, decking nut strats, let's go.
Wait, OT is coming out on Switch tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. I can't wait to hop into my friends' rooms when they're doing speedruns and clap all over their screen every time they fail a trick. My cursor. That's a really nice knuckle strap by Fox. The clapping anonymous or not? I think the claps, if I remember correctly, the cursor has a number on it, I think. Kind of like the Wii. It's been a while though. The only time I've ever done co-op on Switch was when I played Mario World for the first time with a friend. And when we finished, we were like clapping ironically or whatever.
OT on the Switch will have ISG. That one's very likely.
Definitely didn't patch out ISG. GG to GameStable for finishing first.
GG GameStable.
GameStable the king.
Is it okay if I jump in with 2 donations here?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure.
Alright, so while we're wrapping up some of the runs here, we have a donation of $50 from Geometric saying, "Let's go OOT 3D Randomizer. This is obviously the better version in my expert and extremely unbiased opinion. I will not be taking questions at this time. Blindfolded Majora fight sounds fun, so I'm tossing in for that. Great run so far." And we have a $50 donation from Jason Ariani saying, "Paying $50 for 4 orders of bacon, please." And bacon is on the table, as we see on the screen. that puts our total donations so far at $8,730, which is awesome. Thank you everyone so much for donating. For the bids at the moment, the blindfolded Majora fight incentive is at $1,003 out of a goal of $1,800. Just $797 left to go for that incentive. And the file name hasn't updated yet on my end, so I'm just going to leave that alone for now. But if you want to donate to the incentives and for the prizes, feel free to do so. And let's see if we can get up to 9,000 before the other 3 runners finish their runs. Back to the commentators.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. You know, one thing I wish, or I hope OT on Switch has? The really wonky thing on Wii VC where you pull out a stick as adult and it like not unloads, but like makes
Wii U
some
VC,
actors disappear or whatever.
It will
That
randomly
thing-
crash sometimes.
Yeah, the thing it crashes. That stuff is so funny. I remember when that came out and bought it and played the game in like English, all that.
I remember trying to play that game with a GameCube controller with an adapter that had the start button bound to pressing the start button twice.
Oh my god.
So the pause buffer, you had to double press start, which was arbitrary if it actually paused at that time.
That sounds awful.
And even then, it doesn't matter because the game just randomly won't pause buffer sometimes. So I got one shot as a child, then quit playing.
Yeah, I believe there is going to be an interview after this. I don't know if Fox and Game Stable will hop in immediately or not. But it will be over soon regardless. Yeah, Ganon can take damage from every damage source, I think. But for a regular OT, Ganon takes 1 damage from everything, all types of attacks, whether it's like a jump slash or not. From everything except for Deku Sticks or Master Sword, which do their normal damage values. But in OT3D, Deku Sticks will also only do 1 damage. That was changed. Only the Master Sword does its true damage.
Someone's gonna make a ROM hack where you have to fight Ganon with pots.
Ganon with pots.
Pots are a damage source.
You can probably throw Rudo at Ganon as well.
Yeah,
I bet that
Rudo's-
would work. Yeah. Fighting Baronade with pots is an experience. If you've never done that before, I suggest you try it. It's pretty fun.
One's a way to describe it.
Spox with a 242 flat.
PG sucks.
Can you Din's Fire Ganon? Or does Ganon turn around to face you during the first half of the cutscene and you just can't hit him or something?
I've never tried, honestly.
Neither
I
have
have
I.
to imagine you can, but what if ice arrows did 2 damage instead of who would know?
No one would know. Dang, that was almost a really good fight from Jim. It's pretty hard to get a 1 cycle in this game, especially if you can't quick spin.
Can't get ISG either.
Shoutouts to the one no wrong warp route that we ended up creating like several years ago, where you had to 1 cycle Ganondorf to win. Because you would BA, or sorry, you would YBA yourself an arrow. Or sorry, no, you would RBA yourself an arrow without a quiver, so you'd only be able to fire 1 arrow and then equip your sword to kill him. So if you failed the 1 cycle, you have to start over. The reason I mentioned YBA was because you could YBA yourself another arrow in here if you could use Ocarina, but you can't, so can't YBA.
Yeah, how much damage does Bigoran Sword Crouch Stab do?
The same as Bigoran Sword Slash, so 4 damage.
How many crouch? Why did it take so many crouch stabs to fight Dorf then?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that was definitely more than 10, unless I can't count. Or I was watching both screens at the same time, or 2 people at the same time. That could be a possibility also.
Who do you think will kill Ganon first?
No.
Oh?
I think Ben's got this.
I think if Jim gets this, though, he's going to save a lot of time. Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Never mind.
That's the OT3D way to keep Master Sword, is to use Din's Fire as you enter the cutscene.
I didn't know there's a setup for that. That's
Yep. I don't remember who made that setup, but it's pretty good.
Alright, the last time I was trying to do that was on just regular OT, I think. For multi-work. I was like, I feel like someone would have told me the setup for this, but yeah, that makes sense now.
The visual cue probably doesn't work the same.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a really annoying trick to get into your muscle memory, because there is another trick, like restricted items run warp, where you want to, like, you know, pause your game to swap FW during a certain point in your side hop or whatever. But for that trick, you have to do it later than that, because you have to use Din's like within a few frames of you touching the ground, because otherwise it won't buffer it. If you press it too high in the air, then it will like do the like fake cutscene flash thing, where it like doesn't use it, and then you're not able to press it again before you land. You have to do it with 1 input. Keeping the Master Sword is fast.
Yeah.
Saves you 7 hits in the first phase, I think, right?
Yeah.
You can do 3 instead of 10. GG. I think Jim only finished like 7 minutes after Fox. Oh, no, it says right there. Only 6. Apparently we are doing a interview type of thing, so I guess they're gonna get pulled up shortly. Oh, we've got Game Stable and Fox. Wrong G, fella. Congrats on winning.
Congratulations, both of you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Guess we'll wait for the others to get pulled up too. Or just to hop in themselves. Oh, there they are. GG.
I figured we'd just get dragged.
GG's.
PG.
Well, you did get dragged. But not by the organizers. You got dragged by
Wow.
others.
But what?
Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so Ganon's Castle, huh?
Yeah.
I actually kind of called.
it.
I kind of called it when you were finishing up on like the stone and medallion pickups. We were kind of confused on how you decided the rules. We didn't know if you meant like actually beat the dungeons when you said all dungeons.
It was
once
beat
we
all
saw-
dungeons, yeah.
Yeah, once we saw that you were looking for hammer and boomerang, we were like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And I made not a prediction, but I asked if there would be a situation where like one of the teams would like not fully like understand the no Ganon's Castle early thing that you discussed and like just not go to Ganon's Castle until all the bosses were done.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Would have
We
caused
knew-
them to be unable
We
to
knew
finish.
it was 6 medallions.
Yeah, so we were just like, oh, but right before Jim went to go do Water Temple and get the spirit or the light medallion, which is his last one, I was like, oh no, what if we've been wasting all of our time going to like Ice Cavern and all this stuff when it's like we actually just need to get the medallions and go into Ganon's Castle. And yep, of course that was it. And then he gets in there, does light trials, like, oh, there's the hammer, and he does scrubs. Oh, there's boomerang, or vice versa. Is the other way around.
Vice versa.
It's just like,
There,
oh,
there was some
yeah.
Fury Sword in there too.
Yeah,
No,
oh, we know.
Fury Sword.
Yeah, with like the
Good
early,
for-
double strength graveyard there. That's
Double strength graveyard.
Yeah.
We were laughing
Oh, yeah.
about that.
yeah, definitely looking like the white trial possible.
Ben and Jim, you ended up finding Hookshot like an hour earlier than Game Stable and Fox did as well.
Really?
Well, there were two pretty accessible
Man.
hook shots.
It was the river one, and then
yeah.
Game Stable going to Ganon's Castle pulled them ahead by quite a bit.
Yeah, that
Where
was
was the second hook shot? We never found it.
Bomb shoe bowling.
Oh, I said that at some point. Like, oh, one of us.
Oh.
We've still
Okay.
never checked the first bomb bowling. That's
Did
funny.
you get the hint that said the second one was like not good?
Yeah.
None of you picked up Shart of Agony. I was pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I hit the box and I was like, I'm out of here. Don't need it.
Same.
I'm above this.
Yeah,
Those- yeah.
definitely on our end. As soon as Fox got his third strength from the graveyard, he was like, "Oh, there's, we need to get to light trial, like kind of ASAP."
Yeah.
And we didn't completely rush it, but we went pretty soon after, and that was a great call.
I just
The place went wide open once we saw it, so once I found that.
Yeah, especially with like outside Ganon's Castle being barren.
Mhm.
I laughed pretty hard when I think it was Game Stable clipped into the bottom like small cave chest to find light medallion, because about 10 minutes prior to that, Ben was trying to clip into there without iron boots, and save worked out because he failed it.
I
think
only
he
did it
would come
twice.
back later.
I told Jim, I'm like, I'm only gonna try this once, and then I failed it once. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time.
Well,
And I was
I
like,
mean,
no.
I mean, well, we failed to deduce at the time that had to be light medallion because that was the last chick that you had there.
Totally forgot the light medallion was in the dungeon, so I was just like, it's probably not important. But then it wasn't a huge deal because like we figured out where iron boots were, and then Jim was like, "Oh, did you find light medallion?" I was like, "Oh, no, I didn't. It's got to be in that one chest I never checked." So, whoops.
Yeah, I had iron boots, so I just did like the super easy ledge clip with the low water.
Yeah, it didn't mess us up too. I don't think we lost a ton of time to that. Really, most of the time we lost was just Ganon's castle, and there were a couple like dumb checks. Like, it took me forever to get the other chest in the Shadow Boss Key room. It was like I didn't have Din's Fire. That was stupid.
I finished Deku Tree, and then Ben got a hint saying Deku Tree was foolish.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of my favorite parts was when Jim went all the way around his adult in Deku Tree to the sculpture.
Oh yeah, I was like, you gotta get that sculpture.
Yeah.
You entered the room and then said, "Wait a minute."
Oh, you got all the way to the room?
You never all the way to the room, yeah. And I was like, hold on.
You never told me you got that far. You just said you started doing it.
I personally
man.
I was just saying, it also took me forever to figure out that I could just hookshot clip past the web in the basement when I ran out of magic.
Yeah, that little incident actually caused us to question if you could even get magic in Deku Tree. So we checked the drop table, so you're curious.
Yeah, you should be able to fix it in there.
You were booling in comms, looking at drop tables. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, sorry.
No, you can go. I forgot what I was going to ask.
No, so okay. Yeah, my personal favorite moment though was watching Games Table go to do gate skip and Shadow Temple, and then not having bomb bag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I like double checked, like, wait, do I have Big Goron sword? Because you can like jump slash with it or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or in this game,
Goron was also a very funny moment for you.
Oh my god, that was so bad.
We had no confidence that you were going to be able to get him with the bomb flower first try. Because when do you ever do that with a bomb flower? But you did it.
I had no confidence either.
I forgot how to do. And then I forgot how to do the TSC in Forest because I wanted to do it as child because I forgot to go lower the water when we were there. So it was just, I thought it was better to do that. And since we didn't know where Longshot was, if I had Longshot, I actually would have done something different. I could have done the chew clip in. That would have probably been better.
Yeah, you can do it with Hookshot.
I only had 2 chews at the time, was the other big thing. And I'm the other issue is like I haven't really practiced that much with glitches in a while, so
I did the bottom of the well clip to get the Forest Temple because I forgot to play the song to the guy. I'd say overall that was a pretty interesting seed. Had some neat stuff going on.
The shops were pretty good.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Shops were kind of loaded.
How about that Kakariko Bazaar?
I went in there and I was like, Fox, Kak Bazaar has everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even say what it was at first.
It was loaded. It was a bottle. It was Mirror Shield, Coherent Emerald,
fire arrows.
Fire arrows, yeah. It was just like, wow.
And then Market Bombshoe Shop had light arrows and magic.
And then the wallets were... There was one in DC, I don't remember where the other one was.
Midas House, and there was like a bow.
Midas House.
Yeah.
DC, Midas House,
and
and Shadow Temple.
DC
the last one was in Shadow.
Apparently.
Jim, we were really
and that visible
confused.
maze.
We were really confused in comms why you were doing Twin Rova first before doing the actual area where Iron Boots was. That mirror room. But then it was like, oh yeah, because I guess we didn't know at the time, or we didn't deduce that it was because you agreed to fight the bosses.
Yeah.
But it made more sense in hindsight. Same with why Ben fought a Phantom Ganon like super early.
Laura, I mean, we had to enter the blue warp at the end of every dungeon because that's how, that's the only way we could have gotten Ganon's Castle boss key.
Yes.
Oh, is it not the actual medallions that it checks for that?
Yeah, it's entering the blue orbs that checks for it.
Yeah, maybe we should have been more clear about what our settings actually were for
No,
comms.
it's okay. It was more fun this way.
It's like randomized settings for the comms.
You forgot to turn Weep Sanity on for that. What the heck? Random settings.
Yeah, I entered Forest Temple, and luckily we'd gotten the hint pretty early on that it was useless, and so I was like, oh, guess I should just beat this while I'm here.
Oh, those foolish hints were... Where was the Deku Tree foolish hint, by the way?
It was the upper Gossip Stone in Death Mountain Crater behind the bombable wall.
Oh, I didn't check that one. Okay.
Jim also didn't check it.
Yeah, I also didn't.
And he was there way before me. And then I was like, should I check this? And he was like, oh yeah, why not? He was like, just finished Deku Tree. And I'm like, oh, Deku Tree. Nice. But I also forgot to check Windmill Song. That was pretty dumb of me. Didn't end up being that big of a deal, but...
Oh, it was first strength, right? So...
Yeah.
Led to it.
It was really annoying after we got Hammer and we realized that the Goron Ruby was the child Deku Scrub in Death Mountain Crater.
Oh,
just because it's so inconvenient.
It's so bad. There's no good way to get to it.
You can blame me for forgetting to turn that check off. I'm sorry.
No, we gotta pay a little homage to Lion Cash.
Yeah,
That's right.
Lion Cash.
Yeah.
Definitely did that during comms.
So
there's a lot of time to explain lore.
The randomizer
we talked
lore?
about game stabled equips, for example.
Oh yeah?
While I was talking about them too, game stabled did several role equips.
Every time I did a role equip, I thought to myself, I bet Erin was making a joke about game stable equips, and I just messed up her joke.
You definitely did do exactly that when you were in Shadow Temple.
Oh wow.
I got owned. Oh Ben, you had a moment doing the Shadow Temple Hookshot clip too. That's a dumb trick. I never liked it.
The one in the boss key room.
Yeah, that one.
Yep, that was bad. And then it was like, oh, Deku Nuts. Awesome. Awesome. Now here I thought we were going to free up the schedule.
Well, if there isn't anything else to talk about, we could move on to the next part of the interview.
What happens in the next part of the interview?
It's going to be a discussion about the state of this randomizer. Where to find it, how to play it, etc.
Ah, yes. I remember being told this. So, if any of you out there really want to play the OOT 3D randomizer, you can Google OOT 3D randomizer and find GameStabled's GitHub account, where the repo for the randomizer is available. And you can download the latest nightly builds, because the latest stable one is kind of old, and we need to make a new release. It's pretty easy to homebrew your 3DS, and it's not particularly risky either. You do need to homebrew your 3DS to get it to work.
It takes about 10 minutes, honestly. It's very easy. There's basically no risk unless you were deliberately trying, like you know what you're doing and you're like trying to do something wrong. So
It also works on Citra.
Also works on Citra pretty easily.
But you're gonna have to homebrew your 3DS to get a dump of your game to play it on Citra.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, this is true.
Also on that, if you find the page for it on GitHub, if you scroll down a bit in the README, you should find a link to the Discord server, and there's very detailed instructions for how to set everything up in there, as well as a help channel you can post in if you get confused along the way. And just lots of people discussing the randomizer. It's a fun place to hang out.
Hello.
I am right here. I'm Fox. I've been like trying to spearhead racing. Just spent a lot of time working on race settings. So, we are hoping to get more races going in the near future. At least I do. I have a race settings file that's actually pretty similar to this, except it's not all dungeons. It's 5 dungeons instead, and there's no scrubs or shops on, is the main difference. So if anybody is interested in doing that, feel free to just come onto the Discord and talk to me about it.
There's also a racer role you can give yourself in the Discord, and then if anybody pings that role looking for a race, you can get notified. I see Shadowshine has joined the call. Hello, friend.
Yeah, hello. I was told like an hour ago that to fill time, I could come in here and join you guys for an interview.
I figured since we had so much time, the run ended so early that we could chat. Since we had a couple of the devs in the race, Shadow was available. Figured we could take a few minutes to chat about some of the things that set 3DR apart from 64 Randomizer that viewers of Zelda speedruns are probably a little more acquainted with.
Yeah.
Just figured we could take some time to like let people know what some of the cool settings are that aren't available on the other randomizer. We saw the shuffle dungeon rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest difference, at least from what's like standard on the original randomizer.
I'd say really one of the biggest things, and a lot of people talk about this specifically, is not only the portability factor of, I mean, you could literally have it on a 3DS in your pocket, but also all of the seed generation, all that stuff, it's all handled on console. So there's no need to ever go to a web page, or once you have everything set up, you don't need to download anything. It's literally just you turn on the app on your 3DS, you hit generate seed, and then you turn on OOT. So it's all done right there. You don't have to switch back and forth between a game console and a computer. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess I just realized I should probably introduce myself or something. I'm Shadowshine. I do dev on the 3D Rando, but a little bit on the 64 Rando as well. But yeah, so like Ben said, the portability is a big thing. A lot of people really like that you can just generate it and play it on console without having to transfer anything. But there are a lot of little things that you probably didn't really see in the race very much that are exclusive to the 3D Rando. So Jim mentioned reward shuffle. We also have adult trade shuffle. So all the NPCs give a random item for the trade quest, and you can find all the trade items out there. We were talking about in the chat earlier, there's random weep amounts. So you can either have a normal amount of weeps, which I think is 8, 1 weep, which is what we had in the race, so it's just one big one, or a random amount that goes up to 128 if you want to live dangerously. One of my favorite features we have is random trap damage. or random trap effects. So we have like traps that will knock you back. Some of them will squish you. Some will electrocute you. I want to add one that someone suggested in the Discord the other day. That basically you'll open the trap and it'll trap you in an owl text box. So you'll have to go through all that text. Another really cool thing I see some people talking about in the chat right now. There's an in-game spoiler log and tracker. So you can go through, look at all the checks, and you can choose for it to show you or for them to be hidden until you find them. But it'll tell you everything. It'll tell you everything you have and haven't gotten, which for me is a big thing because I like to play all sanity seeds, and it usually takes me multiple sittings to complete a seed. So knowing what I have and haven't done already is very helpful without having to use a tracker. And they're talking about song replays and fast text boxes. Those are cool. Hailey and Freddy just added those. So the text boxes are super fast now, and we can skip song replays. So you just play the song and can go on immediately. So I know I've kind of been rambling, but I was just kind of going off all the things I could think of off the top of my head that are different between the randos.
Yeah, and the tracker also includes tracking for entrances now.
Yeah, that's
which is pretty cool. So it keeps track of if you have entrance randomizer enabled, of course. If it's not enabled, then you don't need that. But it'll tell you where everything links to, so that you can look it up if you ever get lost, like me when I play entrance randomizer.
I know that there are a couple of features that we've kind of been throwing around for the past couple months now. I don't know if they've been started yet, or if we even have a final idea. But there's a couple of features that we've been talking about that are very different from anything that's on N64. They're going to be pretty neat when they get worked on. So, but I can't say anything about those yet.
Yeah, so, okay, I'm always the buzzkill. I should point out, a lot of these features that just got talked about only exist currently on Nightlies and not the current official 2.0 release. Sometimes the Nightlies are active development pieces, so sometimes they have crashes or unpredictable results when you use them. So, a little disclaimer there. But if you join the Discord, people can help you find the most recent good-to-use Nightly. And we are working towards a 3.0 release that will include all of these features in a stable way, as well as... It'll be good. It's just takes a lot of time.
Yeah, I think right now we're kind of hoping to... not really add any more features, just kind of make sure everything we have now is stable. I know the one big thing we want to get done for 3.0 that's kind of new is we want to rework the GUI. So yeah, mainly just try to get everything we have right now stable and rework the GUI, make it prettier, maybe make it an actual GUI, because right now it's just, white text on a black background. And then after that, hopefully soon TM have a 3.0 release ready, so you can use all these features and not be scared of things crashing.
And then put out a hotfix when we miss something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put out 3.1 the next day. I guarantee it.
Turns out there's an unmapped read when you boot up the game. Oops.
I'm usually responsible for those, since I'm unique in the devs in that I've never even tried to do anything with the randomizer on my actual 3DS. I haven't even put 10 seconds of thought towards trying to homebrew my 3DS, so I do everything on Citra. And the fun thing about Citra is that Citra doesn't really care if you have unmapped reads. It'll tell you if you have a developer console up, but it just keeps on going. 3DS doesn't like unmapped reads. 3DS will crash, so usually if there's an unmapped read, it's my fault.
We've all done it.
Yeah, we've all done it. I mean, it's significantly more convenient to test on Citra than to test on 3DS. So those unmapped reads and writes can slip through.
Yeah.
One was with Mito. that was a journey with Mito a while back.
A couple of the neat features that we have that I just thought about is some of the custom model stuff is pretty cool. Like colored tees. I know it's a feature that's been talked around a lot with N64, but never ended up happening. But we've got it. So colored boss keys as well. That's really good for like freestanding models. When you see something in the distance, you go, "What's that?" You can immediately just be like, "Oh, I know what that is." If you're like shuffling keys and boss keys and all that stuff, not super useful when they're shuffled within their own dungeon, but.
Yeah, I mean, I know the big argument against colored keys in the 64 rando is color blindness, which I think is ironic since GameStable made the colored keys and he is colorblind. But so usually we turn them off for races. I think, or I say that like we have a bunch of races, but usually we would turn them off for races. But I think like Ben said, if they're shuffled within dungeons, it doesn't really matter. So it just looks pretty.
It was not me alone who worked on those keys. Ben and M1 also did a lot of work for those.
Oh, really? Oh.
I pretty much just implemented what they told me to do.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, many people have worked on this randomizer. Going to the GitHub page, it says there's 17 contributors. And considering this came out in March for the first release, and at that point, I think only 3 or 4 people would have been listed as contributors. Like a lot of people have hopped on and helped, and that's not even counting people who have helped in ways that aren't tracked by GitHub. So a lot of us working on it, and we are still working on it, and it's a lot of fun.
We will probably continue to work on it for a while.
Yeah, I do agree. It is a very fun thing to work on. Like I said, I've worked on the 64 and 3D randos, a lot more in 3D, but I have worked on them both. And, just personally, I find C++ much more fun to work in than Python. Now, just being able to do things, and I think also a benefit is that, I kind of discovered this randomizer much earlier in development. So, by the time I discovered 64, most of the major features, had already been developed. But this one, made shop sanity and some other fun things, and just being able to boot up a game and see things you've done is very satisfying to me.
Yeah, it's definitely as development goes on, it's definitely a lot more. It's typically a lot more work to add more features to what already exist in ways that are meaningful. So the ideas that we have now for adding on to things are ideas that will take more time to develop than a week or two potentially.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been really interesting working on this, because are we allowed to talk about decomp? I'm going to do it. So this obviously is a different game than OOT. What?
Sorry, I just said as long as you don't talk about the PC port.
There is no... That's not a thing, first of all. Anyway, moving on. This randomizer is being developed in a world where we know a lot more about the internal workings of OOT when OOT randomizer development started. And we also have the benefit of we're coding for a much newer piece of hardware than the N64, or emulators that emulate N64, of course. So it's, I don't want to say it's easier, but working on this randomizer for the 3DS version feels a lot more like just writing normal code than it does ROM hacking a lot of the time. Especially now that we live in a world where if you want to know how something works in OOT, you can just look up a 100% accurate recreation of the OOT source code. and get a perfect answer of how it works, and you don't really have to research it or reverse engineer it. So that, just the era in which we're working on this project, I think has aided sort of the speed at which we've been able to develop things, is basically what I was trying to say, but I said it in a really long way.
Yeah, being able to both look at like the Ghidra output of like the OOT 3D ASM and then cross-reference it with the Ocarina of Time decomp code is very powerful for getting like an understanding of what you're trying to do somewhere, and then like being able to like, you know, hook into the ASM at a certain point and then just write your C code to do whatever you want.
Yeah, and it looks like, I'm looking at it right now, the OOT decomp is at 95% completion, so... Wow.
Yeah, I think they have like 3 major files they're missing. I know one of them is like Ganon still. Yeah, I don't know how the 64 devs did the early randomizer without decomp, honestly. It's very impressive what they were able to do, you know, just figuring stuff out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mega shoutouts to the OOTR devs, because huge amounts of the code for this, and also the design and the choices and the everything, is obviously very much copied from them. They're, you know, almost much of the code is rewritten or copy pasted, and as well as obviously the settings and everything. There are differences, but
99% the same.
Yeah, so this project very much is derivative of theirs, so shoutouts to them, of course.
Alright, everybody. That's a wrap then. Great to derail the schedule, by the way. Just saying.
You're welcome.
I thought we were getting it back on track. You said we were an hour and 20 minutes behind.
Right.
I thought we were just helping you out.
Yeah, all good. It was a fun little showcase. Bigger showcase. And I hope that everybody enjoyed this as much as we wanted, or as we liked it. So, all that's left to say is saying thank you to all of you for getting involved, for staying around. For staying around for the interview as well afterwards, talking a little bit about the idea and the concepts behind the randomizer. And yeah, that's all there is to say for now. I think we're gonna wrap it up here and head back to the break screen and move on to Link's Awakening DX.
Alright, thanks for having me on for this unexpected talk.
Alrighty.
Thanks for joining us.
Indeed. Thank you all. Take it easy, and we're gonna see each other soon.
Peace.